in the markets today at the open. As you can see, I'm just cycling through stocks, trying to see if I can find something interesting. There was not a lot this morning off the open that had the ORBs that I could capitalize on. The meme stocks were weak. There was some news on MVIS, and Glove was good, but it was all very choppy this morning. So I'm just going through regular high beta stocks, trying to see if I can find interesting setups, but it just felt like I was too late to everything that I was looking at. So SQ here seems like a rejection off of R4. If I had seen that, I would have probably gone short, uh, got like a dollar move in my favor. So now it looks like I'm too late because it's already down about a dollar and a half from the highs. So trying to look through things, trying to see if I can find something interesting. Um, so NVDA is coming back into R3 and bouncing off of it. Looks like it has more potential for upside. So I'm looking here for long. I should have. So I'm at this point I've like missed a couple of trades and have FOMO. So this is not probably not the best setup, but shouldn't have taken this now that I'm looking back at it. But at this time, it looks really strong. You see this bar got bought up aggressively. So I'm trying to look for long above, above the high of the previous bar or above 698 as a whole number. So the ask crossed 698, and there's a big bid. It crosses 698 strongly, takes out that big ask. So I try to go long here. I think one mistake that I did was my short here, or my stop loss here, sorry, was too close. It was like 698. Should have had the stop loss at the previous pivot low, but again, goes in my favor and then pulls back quickly into 698 and then loses 698. And I eventually get stopped out on this trade. If I had a bigger stop loss, maybe my share size would have been smaller, but I would have seen this more clearly. Right, so again, it goes in my favor for a little bit, but then loses 698 really quickly and then comes back in and stops me out. In hindsight, it looks like the volume wasn't there to support this trade. So if I didn't have enough FOMO and if I was thinking clearly, I would not have probably taken this trade. But anyways, it's good that I sized down. I only risked $25 here versus my normal risk of $50. So that's a plus. And then I'm looking at TQQ because it looks overextended on the day. Um, and Clove, nothing. I'm just looking for my next setup. Um, Glove looks like it might get a bounce from 1585. Again, nothing too special. So this was the one. So this was my Tesla. Again, nothing special. It's consolidating around value area. Um, doesn't look like a good setup. MBIS was the highest gapper on the day with some news catalyst. Nothing. TL, nothing. So you see, I'm just cycling through my watch list, losing patience, getting FOMO. So this is my next setup for Apple. Looks like it's coming into R4, rejecting R4. So as soon as it loses that R4 127.70 level, I attempt for a short trade with a high above the previous pivot high. So you see I get filled 127.69, good fill with a stop at 127.87. The stock does go in my favor for a little bit, but at this point in the chat room, a lot of people were going long, and there's a veteran trader who I really respect. He also went long because he thought this was a support for Apple. So as soon as that happened, I suddenly started to lose conviction. You see, I have a good stop loss given. My stop loss is at 127.87, so I have given the trade enough breathing room. But as soon as the room started going long, following the veteran trader, my conviction was dropping again, which in hindsight Should not have happened. It looks like it's losing R4. It does not have an aggressive bounce. The volume, the volume especially doesn't look like it's a big bounce volume. So I could have, now that you look back at it, it never went and touched my stop loss. I think it goes as high as 85, 127.85, and then turns around and then starts to go back in my favor. But because everybody's going long and I already had a bad FOMO trade, I lose conviction and stop out myself. So as you see, it touches 85 and then starts to turn around. And I had a stop loss of 87, so I would have been fine just by a whisker, but uh, I lost around, I think I lost around $47 in this trade. So it comes back in, and now I get my conviction starts to build again, so I go short again. This time I'm risking just 10 cents, so I have a good enough share size. And it takes a while to play out in my favor. Apple's not usually known to move like a Tesla or an Amazon. It takes its time to move. Such a it's such a large gap stock, and the outstanding shares is like in millions and billions. So um, I won't make you go through the entire price action, but yeah, just skipping fast forward, you see this is my partials on Apple, and made around 1 hour back on this trade. So ended the day flat. Later on, I couldn't get it recorded, but later on, when SPY started to fall, I took a shot on TQQ and made about just shy of 2 hours. So a good day for me overall, except for that NVDA FOMO trade. I think it was a reasonable day. See you guys around.